Hello YouTube, time for a video again. Well, today I'm doing the introduction in front of Crazy Joe's tank. This is Crazy Joe, a Rio Magdalene Umbrifium. He's about 22 inches. But, hello Joe, give us a kiss mate. Yeah, well today's video is not about Crazy Joe or Umbies. Today's video is introducing a tank mate for one of my fish what lives alone. I was just thinking to myself, well, I really like a tank mate in there to liven the tank up a little bit. So without further ado, let's get on it. Right, what I've decided to do today is introduce a tank mate for this orange female Dovii. This is Fanta. She's a bright orange, and as I keep saying on the video, it's coming out white. Anyway, she's living in this tank all by herself, and like I just thought, well, I want to cheer the tank up a bit. I want to give her a nice tank mate, but will it work out? I don't know whether it'll work out or not. We'll have to see. But I do have lots of extra tanks. So if it don't work out, I can always revert back again. So I'll show you who I have in mind. Stand back, show you the scape. There's the tank. She's been in there a long time. Well, not a long time. I don't know how long she's been in there. Probably about 4 or 5 months. So she knows the tank inside out like the back of her hand. And inside there, behind there, which you can't see, there you can just see that, there is a terracotta pipe in there, so if it gets a bit tough, she's always got a refuge to go to. So I'm going to try to introduce one of my other fish in here. I've got 2 fish down the fish room, which are lovely fish, what are quite wasted really, because they're on the floor in my fish room and I never get to see them properly. So I've got 2 fish in mind and I'm not quite sure which one to choose. So let's nip on down the fish room and have a look at the two choices I've got. Choice A and choice B. So let's get down there and have a look. Right, I'm out here in the fish room now, and this is my Carpinters. Rio Herichthys Carpintis. This is, I'll call him Bob, Big Old Blue. But Big Old Blue isn't one of my choices. But I have another Carpinters identical to this, not quite as big. Let's have a look at his female. That's the female next to him. Anyway, like yeah. So he's not choice A or B. But we'll have a look at his brother. His brother is. He's on the bottom shelf of my fish room. So we'll go down and have a look at choice number A. Choice letter A. There he is. Yeah, so this is a Big Old Blue's brother, and he's on the floor in the fish room. And he's got so much potential, but he's wasted down here on the floor. So I'm considering bringing him up. Yeah, bringing him up into the house and give him a chance to get on with Fanta. But if it doesn't work, I can always drop him back again. You know, his colours will really pop in a better aquarium. So he's one of my fish what like he hasn't got the tank space he deserves. Quality fish, but needs you know, needs a better tank. You know, he don't get all his, when in the fish room, all he sees is my feet walking about. So that's choice A. Let's go across and look at choice B. We're moving along. I'm struggling down here. I'm on my bloody knees. This is Little Morris. Now little Morris, he's my Midas, Morris the Midas, and he's 11 or 12 inches, and he's also on the floor. Let's put my finger in the end, see if he'll come. Here he comes up to the top. Yeah, he's also on the floor in my fish room. So he's a beautiful, beautiful fish, but not getting, well, no, they say it's a waste of a good fish. He don't want to be on the floor in my fish room. It needs to be up where everybody can see him. So do we use Morris B? A or B? Yeah, he's a lovely fish. Right, anyway, I'll show you what I'm trying to replicate. An aquarium, what I'm trying to replicate. Right, this is the tank I'd like to replicate. Me regular viewers will know. This is my female Dovii. She's got to be about 12 inches now. She's gorgeous. I absolutely love her. And then my male 14-inch Red Devil, Botox the Maniac. So this is the sort of tank I'd like to replicate. I mean, this tank is relatively small. It's only like a 5-foot tank. And I get people messaging me and say to me, well, I've got a 5-foot tank and I've got a 6-foot tank. And I've got green terrors, I've got red terrors, I've got Oscars, I've got Midas, and all, you name it, they've got it. And they said, my tank works. I'll tell you what, take a video of it now. And then 5 years later, video the same tank again and then show me it. But these have got on really, really well for quite a few years now, so this is the sort of thing I'm going to replicate. But it doesn't very often work out how you would like it to work out. As I'm saying, people say, oh, I've done this and I've done that, and it'll probably last 6 months or whatever. You buy the fish at like 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch or whatever. You wait till they get like a 12, 14, 15 inches and then tell me the same. Tell me if your fish are getting on. Yeah, so I get so many people saying, well, I've got a 6-foot tank, I've got Oscars and Jaguars, and I've got a little Dovii in there. So this tank, what I'm trying to introduce, this fish I'm going to introduce to Fanta, I've got to pick which one I think will work the best. Well, here we've got Amphilophus, and Parachromus. And that's actually working out quite well. So do I get little Morris? Do I get little Morris and have Amphilophus and Fanta, my little red Parachromus? Well, I don't know. The tank is quite small, so I might go for the go for the Carpenters. The Carpenters won't grow as big, and I'm limited with tank space. Anyway, don't I go on a bit? Don't I go on? In fact, some people in the messages say, we like to listen to you going on and on and on and on. But one of the messages I got on one of the recent videos, he says, shut up, don't that bloke go on. Don't go on so much. We don't need to listen to you going on and on and on. We want to see fish. Anyway, so who am I going to pick? A or B? Amphilophus or Herichthys Carpintis, or to beginning fish keepers, a Texas, which is not a Texas. Anyway, shut up waffling and let's get a fish in with Fanta. Give her a tank, mate. Hey, before I go, let's get some pellets in here. Oh God, they're splashing up a bit. Yeah, so I'll put some sinkers in there. I've actually got a convict. I've actually got a convict in here as well, but I don't want to put a convict in with Fanta. Like, the tank's very small. I don't want to overload the bio load. Just be lovely for her to have a lovely tank, mate. Anyway, shut up waffling and let's get this A or B. Is it going to be A or is it going to be B? Can you guess who's going to be Fanta's new tank, mate? Yeah, so I've made my mind up. That's fish A. The Carpenters, or Texas, what people call them Texas, but it's not a Texas. And then we've got B. Little Morris. Little Morris, do you want a girlfriend? She's the same colour as you, orange. So I've made my mind up, so I'm going to get on this and get the fish caught in a bucket and get it acclimated and put it in. Right, the chosen fish is in the tank, but I'm going to have to leave it a couple of hours to settle in and see if they're getting on. So we're sat in front of Beryl, the jaguar. Look how mental he is. I think jaguars have got a screw loose, haven't they? Yeah, I think a jaguar cichlid's got a screw loose. They're always banging up the glass and they're trying to bite you and all that. Anyway, yeah, so is it going to work out? Have I gone for the Parachromus and Parachromus Amphilophus mix or not? And anyway, these jags are looking really, really nice, aren't they? So I'm going to give it a couple of hours. And I'll film them and see how they're getting on. So I'm going to put you on pause, and you're going to have to be patient and wait. So say goodbye to Beryl for a minute. Come on, Beryl, you can have a video on you another time. I might do some tank maintenance, trying to clean your tank out when he absolutely bites the crap out of me. I don't like cleaning Beryl's tank out. Anyway, shut up waffling. And we'll put you on pause and we'll see what's gone on. Right, I've waited about 6 hours, so there's Fanta. And the one I chose, just pan across. I chose the Texas or Carpenters. There hasn't been any serious fighting or anything gone on so far, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed this is going to work out. The reason why I chose the Texas or Carpenters over the Amphilophus, the Midas, is because basically the size. The Midas is going to get far, far, far bigger, and this tank it's not a very big tank, like. So I thought I'm going to get away with it a lot longer. I can't believe, I must admit, I've waited about 6 hours, because when I first put him in, he had a little bit of a fight, and then she went into her little refuge in that terracotta or clay pipe. Anyway, they seem to be getting on all right at the moment, so I'm quite optimistic how it's going to go. I mean, I'll put some pellets in or some food. See, like, she knows to keep out the way, but she knows the tank inside out. She's hiding in there now. Anyway, me shouting at the tank don't help, so I'll put a little bit of food in and see if I can coax them out. Right, I'm going to put a piece of worm in the top here. There it goes. Look, Fanta's eating. I'll be very surprised if this Carpenter was to feed, because like I said, it's just been moved from his aquarium, what he's been in for probably a couple of years. But I'm quite optimistic how this has gone. We'll do some, as people that follow my channel, we'll be doing lots of updates on this tank and let you know how the progress is coming on. But so far so good. But like I said earlier, it's all right saying it's going good now. You wait till 6 months' time or something. But there's one good thing. That little Dovii is frightened of the Texas, but she's going to outgrow him. She's going to outgrow him tenfold. So, yeah, they don't seem to bother each other, do they? Well, let's get some more food in. Right, I'll put a handful of pellets in the top. Yeah, she's munching the pellets down. That's more than what I normally put in, but like I'm only doing it, you know, trying to do it so you lot can see. And he's a bit shy in there, but when he gains his confidence, I mean, I think this is working well so far. But don't count your chickens before the hatch, because when he gets really, really confident, he's probably going to like chase her a lot more. But she's got her refuge in there, so we'll see how it goes, and we'll do updates we'll do updates on this tank. I hope it turns out like Botox the Maniac and the female Dovii tank. Two fish living in perfect harmony. But we don't want, that's the next problem, isn't it? We don't want Carpintis Dovii hybrids. Yeah, so say goodbye to Fanta. About time to wrap this video up. Right, it's time to wrap this video up. I'm quite pleased the way it's gone, but you've always, like I said, you can't say what's going to happen when the fish is settled. I've got to wait for the Carpintis Texas to settle in properly. So never count your chickens before the hatch. But luckily I've got multiple tanks, so if things go wrong, I can always change things. Anyway, so now I'm doing the ending of the tank, end of the video. Back with Wolfie again. I don't know who's the biggest, Wolfie or Crazy Joe. You tell me who you think's the biggest. Difficult to judge. Anyway, well, I'll do updates on that tank with the Fanta and the Carpenters. So I'd like to thank all my subscribers and all my viewers. Until next time, shut up waffling woods and ta-ra!